Hello everyone, this is the Archfiend, and welcome to my first weather-influenced rant. And also welcome to my first rant where I'm actually sitting down. I decided to, give up the whole standing up thing. I'm sitting down in a computer chair. I can kind of just relax more and kick back and all that stuff. And this has nothing to do with nothing, so I'll shut up. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about snow and the many reasons why I find snow a rantable subject. Um, as many of you may know, I live in a little suburb in southern New Jersey. It's like across from it's across from Philadelphia on the other side of the Delaware River, and this is a part of the country where it snows in the winter time. Some winters are a lot worse than others, but it still snows here regardless. Um, there's a specific series of events in this region that happen when it snows, which I've found out are pretty much only unique to this area, as I've lived in several locations in the United States and I've not found this to repeat anywhere, nor when I talk to people that are from different areas of the country, they don't say this cycle of events repeats every time it snows. And when I say this region, I'm talking about from, I would say, about Trenton down to the southern tip of the Delmarva Peninsula. The Delmarva Peninsula, for those of you that don't know, is that little strip of land that consists of Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. Get it? Delmarva. It's a peninsula, and I used to live there. It took me a year before I realized it's the first letters of all the states' names. Anyway, yeah, this region, there's something very, very unique that happens every time there's a snowstorm. And as you may have seen in the news, or if you have the Weather Channel on, the Northeast is going to get hit with a semi-big snowstorm. It's going to dump predicted about 10 inches to this specific area, possibly up to a foot. This is what triggers a series of events that I just call snow chaos. There's more chaos before the storms come than once the storm drops all its snow. And like I said, this is the only region that I really see this in. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just like come to this area before a snowstorm and go to any Lowe's or any Home Depot or any grocery store. Now, I used to work in a grocery store, I'd say for about 6 years when I was in high school and college, and there was a unique series of events that always happened every year. Whenever there was snow, there would be massive, and I mean massive, runs on stuff like bread, on milk, on toilet paper, and it just absolutely blows my mind. Why is there such a run on these products? Like, even if it's just like, like 2 to 4 inches of snow, literally every single time that happened, we would sell out of milk. Like, we would literally sell every ounce of milk we had. Like, it just vanishes off the shelves because people lose their friggin' minds when snow is in the forecast in this area. And I'm saying to myself, Jesus Christ, people, it's just some snow. It is not impossible. Like, even tomorrow morning, it's gonna suck. All the snow's gonna come at night. You trying to tell me that you couldn't possibly, I mean, God forbid you absolutely needed bread, milk, or toilet paper? In New Jersey, in this area, there is like any area, any store that you could buy those necessities from on every friggin' corner. You could go to a CVS, you could go to a supermarket. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. So it's not like when it snows that you'd have to drive like, 10 miles down the road to like the downtown area where the county shop is. This isn't the Wild West, people. I know, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. I guarantee you, if I went to a grocery store right now, they would have minimal to no bread and milk left. I guarantee it. Go next door to a Lowe's or a Home Depot next to a grocery store. Shovels will be selling like hotcakes. Rock salt will be selling like hotcakes. How the hell can you live in this area and not have a shovel already? Like, seriously, what do people like move to this area, turn on the weather this morning and go, holy shit, it's gonna snow here? I need a snow shovel. Oh my god. Like, yeah, it's the Northeast. It snows. How do you not have a shovel already? And if you didn't have a shovel, why would you wait till right before the storm to buy it? Like, seriously, what happens to shovels? I have a shovel here that I've had over a dozen years, and it still works perfectly. If it broke, if it got damaged during a storm, I might have to go out and buy it. Sure, that could be an example, but I seriously doubt that's why everyone has to go out and buy a shovel at every Home Depot and Lowe's right now. And on top of that, if I needed a shovel, I would buy it in like September or October, like the time before the snow really starts to fall. I mean, that's just me though. But yeah, what the hell? What the hell? I've never seen people lose their minds. But to be fair, there is degrees of chaosity in this area. Like I said, I'm talking about from Trenton down to the southern tip of Delmarva. Now, I went to college in a little town called Salisbury, Maryland. That's in the middle part of the Delmarva Peninsula, right under Delaware. And this area, it doesn't snow there too awful much. But when it does, holy shit. I mean, seriously, talk to someone that's lived in like Salisbury or in the surrounding area and ask them what it's like when it snows down there. I am talking just absolute ghost town chaotic panic. Like literally everything stops. There could be 2 inches of snow and it will guarantee the closing of every school, every single store, and just the life itself. Life itself just ends. It just literally ends. I was down there in college. It snowed 4 inches. The college was closed for 4 days in a row. 4 days! That's 1 day for every inch of snow, and I'm not even exaggerating. I've never seen just so unpreparedness, if that's a word, but yeah, I mean, it's like there's no plows down there. They don't exist. Like, I mean, it's not like in this area of New Jersey where there's 5,000 roads every square foot. Like the main arteries are like the only thing that get touched down there. I mean, I've never seen this. I've never seen this type of behavior before. And on top of that, you're not going to die if you have to drive out in a little bit of snow. You just take your time and everything will be fine. Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult to drive in snow, but you can get through. You don't have to have a 4-wheel drive Hummer to get around and snow people. Just go out, go a little bit slower, leave a little bit earlier, and everything will be fine. Salisbury, they're predicted to get about a foot of snow. I predict people are just going to die. That is, they're predicting it's going to be the worst snowstorm there in like 20 years. And like I said, I was there for that 4-inch snowstorm, that big monster blizzard they had that just sent the town into chaos. People are just going to die. People in Salisbury, Maryland are just going to be sitting in their houses tonight when it's snowing, and their heads are just going to explode because it is just going to cause such a level of panic. I guarantee you're going to turn on the news tomorrow and you're going to be like, hundreds of people were found dead in Salisbury, Maryland due to miscellaneous head explosions. But yeah. I don't get it. And I lived out in Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin to be specific. That is a part of the country where it snows. Anytime there was a snowstorm, people just chilled the hell out. They didn't panic. They didn't have to run out and get snow shovels. And going back to that snow shovel question, what happens to the goddamn snow shovels in this area? Like, seriously, do people lose them? Do they break them? Do they just go out on Friday nights and throw them in the bottomless pits? What happens? Someone in this area that bought a snow shovel today and that's seeing this video, tell me why you had to buy a snow shovel today. Tell me why. How can you live in this area and not have a snow shovel already? Anyways, Madison, Wisconsin, snows there all the time. And get this, people actually prepare ahead of time. And if they don't have bread or milk, they don't freak the hell out. I don't know. I guess maybe they cut off their limbs and start cooking and eating them if they run out of sustenance food. What the hell is with this area? What the hell? I don't know, people. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to sit indoors today. I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to go out and buy a snow shovel. I'm not going to go out and buy milk. Well, I don't drink milk, but I'm not going to buy bread or toilet paper. I may have to stay in the house for weeks on end because it's going to snow potentially up to a foot of snow here. But yeah, anyways, if you live in the snow areas, be careful. Drive safely. Go a little slower, like I said, and everything will be fine. And thus concludes my snow rant. Have a good day and more careful tomorrow. Take care, people.